This is Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by now 16-0 super lightweight contender, Ruben Ace Torres. Ruben, how are you?
All right, man. Thank you for having me. Thanks for your time. Like you said, just right here, enjoying the morning before going off start my day. We got about a week to fight night, so
Great stuff. And yeah, you've got a fellow unbeaten in Francisco Armenta on Friday night on the Thompson Boxing Show. How much do you know about him? He seems to have fought mainly in Mexico.
yeah, not too much, man. I've seen a couple of his fights. I think they're like probably from like 2-3 years ago. I saw some YouTube. I think he was like on the Mexican national team over there in Mexico. So I mean he's undefeated for a reason. He has some skills and he's probably hungry because he hasn't fought in a minute. So whatever he comes with in the ring, it won't be enough because I'm gonna dominate next week.
Now, you fought not too long ago yourself against Richard Zamora, 5th round knockout victory. What are your reflections on that fight?
I think it was overall a good showcasing of boxing. I knew Richard was tough, and he was going to be coming forward, throwing some, trying to mix it up, throw some power in there. So I was just doing my best to try to keep him on the outside, fight behind the jab, and going back, I got caught with some punches that I shouldn't have got caught with. Just silly punches. But we went back into the gym and try to clean those things up. But I mean, we got the stoppage, and I was glad because my hands were going through some pain in that fight. But yeah, we were able to take him out with a body shot. As soon as I landed it, I didn't think you never know because sometimes you hit these dudes some shots and you're waiting for them to stay down for the count and they get up at that 8 second. It's like, man, all right, here we go again. But yeah, he didn't get up from that one, so we got the stoppage early on.
How important is it at this stage of your career that you're kept busy? Because Thompson seems to be getting you out since the pandemic, certainly getting you out quite often. That must be pretty good for you because you're still in that learning stage.
Yeah, it's great to know that you have sometimes it gets kind of hard to want to go to the gym or go to sparring when you have no date or no fights in sight. Especially with the pandemic, we train at our gym, like our home gym is a city gym. So being that everything was shut down because of the county rules and stuff like that, we couldn't get into the gym. So that kind of led us to go outwards and go to this gym and that gym. But you got to travel. It's not like around the corner anymore for you. You got to go next city over and things like that. So just knowing that I was they hit me up and like, hey, you ready? Because we're gonna have shows still. It's like, all right, cool. So then that just gives you the motivation to make it work. Whatever you need to do, just get it done and go find the sparring that you need to make that trip to the gym, whatever location you're gonna be at that day. But yeah, it's a blessing. I'm thankful that they were able to keep us busy, through the pandemic and even now.
How challenging do you find it to make the weight at 140? You're pretty tall.
140 is easy. It's the next class lower, so lightweight is the one that we're kind of between works right now. 140 is easy. I think this next fight is going to be at 38, it's going to be at 38. So just paying attention to how we feel, how our body's feeling at that particular weight, and just taking it one fight at a time as far as cutting that weight. But right now I'm cool. I left the gym yesterday at like 142 pounds. So
wow.
And I felt good. So I mean, there's no telling as far as maybe the next fight we'll see how we feel at 135 if we could get down there. But 140 is no problem.
How much do you look at the world scene in those two weights to get an idea of where you'd like to compete when you're at championship level? Lightweight is obviously incredibly exciting at the moment. 140, all the belts are tied up, but that might change in 2022. So how much do you look at that?
It's not a decision based off of who's at the top and what weight class. It's more so just on a personal level. See how I feel. If I feel strong at this weight, can I continue through the camp at not going too high, or and even after the fight, just being more disciplined out the ring. So whoever's at the top today, by the time I get there, maybe next year or the year after, who knows? That changes like we change shoes. So just more so, it's more on a personal level. Like, can we make this weight, and just being realistic about it. But we're not shying away from any competition or trying to duck anybody, because when you become the best, you got to face the best. That's the name of the game.
What's your view on those kind of elite, if you like, lightweights at the moment? You've obviously got Kambosos, who recently pulled off that big upset over Teo Lopez. Tank, of course, who was in action on the same weekend, or sorry, on a recent weekend. Devin Haney is another one. Ryan Garcia, who's been inactive for a while. They're kind of the four people we're talking about the most at the moment. What do you make of those guys?
I think they're not gonna be going anywhere soon, just based off of age alone. But I don't think they're gonna be as hungry next year or the year after, because I mean they're already up there, So, and I'm still climbing that mountain. So by the time I get there, I'm only getting better and better. And if they're not facing, they're not challenging themselves, and they might get comfortable. I don't know. But we'll see who's up there by the time that I get there, because I'm not even top 15 right now. So that's really my focus and my job right now, is just try to get there so that I could start calling some names out. But till then, I just do my thing, and like I said, focus on getting better, man.
And in the kind of theme of getting better and improvement, who are your kind of boxing influences, either current fighters or former fighters, that you look to and maybe take some elements from?
Right now, I was watching the other day. I was watching the Holyfield Mike Tyson fight. The first one
or the second one?
Yeah, the first one. So just seeing Holyfield going in there against he's the underdog, I guess you could say, even though Mike Tyson was already kind of on his way out. But just being the heavy underdog, and he had everything to prove. So him, and then that Crawford Shawn Porter fight, that was just to see Crawford, like how he was tripping out in the corner, like, oh, we're down. Okay, now it's time to turn it up. So like that was dope. It's just to see, like, you're so focused, but you can still like carry your personality with you. And the Kambosos, man, Kambosos did his thing. Another underdog and stuff like that. So, I mean, just boxing in general. Nobody really in particular. Like I said, like, oh man, like, just seeing how many lives change off of just one night, one 12-round fight, or one punch. And that's like the more so motivator.
Did that kind of inspire you, that Kambosos victory, because he was the underdog and he kind of believed in himself throughout?
Yeah, I mean, even before, like, we believe, I believe in myself regardless. But yeah, like it was like kind of another, not as dramatic maybe, but it was like another one of the Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua fights. Like, it was kind of like that. And yeah, like I said, not as dramatic, but it's just like, man, it's just crazy, because it's like, imagine how he felt, just to be able to tell everybody, like, I told you so. I told you so. And that's a beautiful thing, man.
I bet you can't wait to get in those sort of situations yourself.
Oh, man, the time is coming. I don't know when, but the time is coming.
Now, when we spoke before, I didn't ask you about this, but where does the moniker, the nickname Ace, come from? Who gave it to you and why?
I gave it to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like you know, I was probably like middle school. Kind of just went with my name. I changed my name like on social media, like Ruben Ace Torres. And then little by little, like some of my friends started calling me Ace, and it kind of just stuck. And then I was in at practice one time. My coach, shout out Coach Jerry Arias, and he was kind of like chopping it up with us, like my boy Ruben Villa and Michael Dutchover. And he was kind of just asking us like if we had nicknames and stuff, and nobody really had one. Or yeah, Ruben, they called him the Drag, and then Mike didn't really have one, but I said Ace, and then they were all kind of just like, you know, they were kind of laughing at me like, damn, like, what do you think, you are, a gangster or something? Because and I was just like, nah, it was just, and then I told them how I got it, and then I don't know, it kind of just stuck. When I made my debut, it was my option right there, like for the nickname. So I just put Ace, and then kind of just went from there. Everybody just calls me Ace now, which is cool.
Where did you get the idea from though in middle school? Why was it Ace rather than, I don't know, anything else?
At the time, I was a real bit like music artist that I was listening to. One of his like nicknames was Ace, and then Paid in Full was when I first seen that movie, Ace from the movie. So I don't know, it kind of just went with my name, so that's kind of why I stuck with it more, just based off of the style alone. You know, it sounded good. As far as like something else wouldn't really sound too good with Ruben. So
It seems to be doing pretty well for you so far. It's very memorable. Just before I let you go, we asked you this last time, but just for anyone who didn't see that, just tell everyone how they can find you on social media.
I'm on Twitter at Ace the Great 258, ACETHEGREAT 258. Instagram Ace_got it, ACE_GOT1T. And don't miss out the fights next week on Friday, December 17th. You can catch my fight on YouTube Live or Facebook Live. Just look up Thompson Boxing Promotions, and I'll be the co-main event, fighting out of the DoubleTree in California.
Great stuff. Really, really appreciate your time once again. And yeah, let's do this again before the next one.
Yes, sir, big dog. Appreciate your time, Danny. Good seeing you again, man.
And you take care. See you soon.